Stream. You're not just any stream. You're the Disney bundle. You got Disney Plus, live sporting events on ESPN Plus, and award-winning Hulu originals.
Anyways, folks, I am currently live.
That's what's up.
I just wanted to discuss a few things, updates. Haven't been on much yet, that's true. But, yeah, I've had a lot on my mind. Got the RV running great. And it's running just the way it should. But, going to check out, we got to fix the exhaust system. But anyway, I went out to, not really a nightclub, just went out, next door neighbor and one of his neighbors, and we all, the three of us, went out and checked out a band. So we were hanging out at a club up in North Phoenix, and it was pretty good, pretty good time. Anyways, that's the scoop of things here. But anyway, I got TV on. I'm just getting updated on what's going on. But I just wanted to say one thing. I don't have anybody in here, but I probably should. Probably won't. But what we should do, our country as a whole, what I'm going to say about Ukraine, those people need to get out. Everybody just get out of there. Just get out of that country. That's the best thing I could suggest is that every man, woman, and child gets out of there, because Russia is going to carpet bomb everything to rubble, and you don't want to be in that situation. You don't, believe me, you don't. Russia's nothing to play around with, okay? They're not. They're serious power. They've been a serious power for many, many, many years. For the last probably I'm going to say last 10 years, they're solid, man. They're solid backed. Lots of nuclear weapons. They're not the smartest, brightest people in the world. Firing rounds at a nuclear power plant is not the thing to do militarily. It's not. It's a really stupid thing to do, if you ask me. Especially in their situation with what they're in right now. Who cares? We're home. I was out with a couple of my neighbors. We went out and checked out a band, and it was pretty good, man. It was a good time, man. Had a good time. So anyway, I'm just catching up on some stuff. Sick with a few infections. God, you're starting to sound like me, man. God, you think it'd be me with infections, but I'm actually doing pretty good. My foot might be healed up entirely by the time I get to the doctor Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't want. You know what? There might be a nuclear war, and if there's a nuclear war, you want to be able to be pretty mobile. The best place to be, I'll tell you, with being in Phoenix, we got a nuclear power plant 50 miles to the west of here. And you want to get way to the north. So northern Arizona is the place to be when there's nuclear fallout. That's for sure. Just going to tell you. But Russia's no slouch, I'll tell you that much. I would get, if I were these people in Ukraine, they need to get out. Just get out of there. Get out. Let Russia take that country, because they're going to get in anyways. Let them have what they want. They want it. Let them have it. And get out. Get your kids. Get your husband, wife. Just get out of there, man. There's no sense in trying to fight a war you can't win, They're outgunned, outnumbered. It's just not the way to go. Hate to say it. Hate to tell the Ukrainian people, but please give up. Please just get out of there. Just get across the border. If Russia wants to try anything else, then they're screwed. They'll be sorry. So just get out of there. Please, please get out with your life. All your kids, man, it's sad. I don't want to see dead children. I don't want to see that. That makes me sad, man. I just don't want to see anybody else. I don't like wars or nothing. Wars are just not the thing to do. What Russia was thinking about, well, I know what they're thinking about. taking over that country. Maybe they're thinking more. I don't know. Hopefully they don't think. Hopefully what they take there will be enough for them. I hope. I pray. To sports. Oh, actually, you want me to go to sports? Sports. We're going to talk about the Phoenix Suns tonight. Phoenix Suns took a last-second shot to win the game, and they made the shot. 3-point field goal with not even a second left on the clock. Maybe 0.2 of a second. Suns win the game. So now they're like what? 51 and 12. Yeah, 51-12. We got Barrow English in here, man. We're doing this way late. But yeah, I was talking about the war, and I don't like, hey, believe me, I don't like seeing what I see over there. I don't. Believe me. War is nothing nice. We don't want to, but tell you what, our country, our president does not want to fight Russia, and we're not going to. No, we're not going to fight Russia. No, it's not going to happen because we don't want it to happen. It won't happen. So anyway, that's the frontier there. Yeah, I sound frantic because I don't want nuclear bombs, going off here. That's why. I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm just not happy with the way the world's going. I'm just not happy with things. It's really, really put a strain on me with all this stuff going on around the world. It just has. It's just a really bad deal. But yeah, I am frantic, Judith Oxnard. I am very frantic. I don't want to see people die. I don't want to see kids and little small babies dying. I don't want to see that, man. I don't. It's sick. That dude is sick over there in Russia. He's sicker than sick, okay? He's killing little babies and he's killing young families. It's bullcrap, as far as I'm concerned. And he needs to die. If I could go over there and shoot him dead, I would. Believe me, I'm not kidding you. If I could get there and somehow be able to get where he is, and I was stocked up with some kind of secret weapon, I'd kill him. Kill him dead. Because if you kill the snakes, if you cut the snake's head off, then you win. Sports.
Fascinating stuff.
So anyway, here, let me the TV switched. Okay. You don't like talking about Army stuff, Tasha? I do. Yeah, I am consumed with it because, yeah, I am. I pay close attention to what's going around me. I do. I just pay a lot of attention.
First glance, it appears a peaceful sanctuary, which is why those.
But at least there's a peace. At least there's a.
But a closer look shows the village of.
There's a, what do you call it?
It was devastated.
Let's see. He's
by what
been.
Locals say were 4 Russian airstrikes. And this.
Oh, I switch back and forth, Judy. I watch. I'll tell you what I watch. I watch CNN about half and half. It's 50-50 between Fox and I split the time 50-50. They both are doing a pretty good job, actually. But yeah, I'd love to do some karaoke. There was karaoke tonight, and my neighbor didn't want to do karaoke. He don't like karaoke. So anyway, he's high. I told him, you want to know. He doesn't think I'm a good singer, right? And I go, dude, I'm a really good singer. You don't really know. He goes, I'm a pretty good singer. I go, yeah, not compared to me, you're not. I'm just going to tell you, you will not win a battle singing with me. Just won't. But yeah, I thought I'd come in. It's been really hard for me with all the stress, and I got the RV running good. It's just we got to check a couple things with it. The tailpipe, we got to fix the exhaust system in the rear. Cut one piece off, add a new piece, and check the codes. And I think it ran great when I drove it. It actually, for the first time in a while, for 6 weeks, it was running 5 miles an hour. Now I can at least do I got full power with it. But my friend thinks, Chris thinks it's the timing is advancing. It advances itself. That's what he's trying to tell me. And he might be right. There might be something that causes the advancement. I don't know. What do you know, Tasha? What do you know about the advancement of timing? The timing definitely advanced on this thing, and I don't know how it could do it, but evidently it did. It's, I don't care for your singing myself. I've heard much better. Oh, you're going to knock my singing, huh? So who's a better singer? Who's a better singer than me, Judith? Well, at least we got Tasha Teeling in here. We don't have a big crowd, but I didn't expect one. At this time of the night, I didn't expect to see a big crowd. So, but it definitely jumped time for whatever it did. That's what caused the problem. But you know, we're gonna take a look at that and see what caused that timing to jump. So we'll take a look at that and take a look at a couple other things. But got to get it tip top before I head up the hill. I'm getting ready to head up the hill. I'm gonna get up to northern Arizona for sure. It didn't jump time. You're saying? It didn't jump time. Oh, sports is on. Who? Milwaukee and the Bulls. The Bulls got smoked by. Yeah, the Bulls got smoked by the Bucks tonight. Yeah, the Bucks win, or the Bucks lose. Oh, excuse me, the Bucks win over the Bulls. Yeah, no, it's not shot. I just don't trust. I don't trust things with it. You know, the timing jumped, and I would like very much to have a high top van, just a regular standard van. You know, you're gonna have less trouble and just less heartache with it. You know, RVs are that way. A lot of places you're finding a hard time getting anybody to work on RVs these days. So. That's why I say get a regular van, and that might be the best thing. Get a van like Tasha Teeling. Yeah, get a Tasha Teeling van, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to stand up in it, but I guess you could try. Oh, it's a close game. Oh, Milwaukee pulled it out. The Bucks pull it out by 6. How about that? Hoop-de-doo for 2. The Bulls 42-22. It's a pretty good record. And then the Bucks are sitting at 39-25. They're a little down. Nets. They're talking the Phoenix Suns. See what they got to say about the Phoenix Suns.
With the gap they've created in the West, and what we're seeing of this group in a second year playing at this type of level, how they've become a more confident and maybe more dangerous team. What do you see with them?
Scott, this is no fluke. Now think about it. They're playing without the best backcourt in the NBA currently. Right. Chris Paul and Devin Booker will lead them in the NBA Finals, who are also terrific in the clutch. The development of DeAndre Ayton, who, by the way, still hasn't signed a long-term contract with the Suns, so he's playing for a deal. They built out depth at that position. But how about on the perimeter? You got Cameron Payne and Cam Johnson, both doing terrific. Cam Johnson is a knockdown three-point shooter. And Mikal Bridges out of Villanova. This guy's been a Swiss Army knife defensively, guarding multiple positions and making open shots. So
go Phoenix Suns.
I feel like the Phoenix Suns are still the best and most complete team in basketball when everybody's healthy.
On the Eastern Conference side, if I say
the Suns are the best team in basketball, no doubt about it. When they get their 2 starters back, they'll be in good shape.
But I I'm just interested in what.
Well, they got 20 games. It's best that they come in at the tail end of the season and pull the trigger, you know. Tasha's van sucks, really? Do Russia for what? I don't want to talk about Russia right now. I want to talk about the Phoenix Suns. I could do broadcast, live broadcast, live from Phoenix Coliseum. Yeah, the Lakers suck. I'll tell you, they're a team that's sucking it up pretty badly these days. Do we got Beryl English still in here? God, she hasn't had. I mean, it's been a while since I've been doing any broadcasts in here. That's for sure. What happened between? Who's Wanderlust Estates? You talking about? I don't talk about Jewish people. I got nothing against any type of religion or anybody. I don't. I'm a Christian. I've been doing a lot of praying for the Ukrainian people. Ukrainians, I've been praying hardcore for those people. And one of my prayers has been answered. They're going to have a ceasefire, so a lot of those children and wives can get out of there. And I want the men to get out of there too. Just leave. Get out. Get out while you got the chance. Let them blow the place up, and then Russia could spend all the money trying to build that place back up again. Good luck with it. James Worthy, huh? James Worthy. Or King James. King James from the Bible. I'm just wondering, I don't think there's anything between myself and Wanderlust Estate, as far as I know. I don't think I got any issues with anybody on YouTube, period. None. Except for maybe a couple people, but you don't even hear about those people on anymore. Especially, Butterfly Gypsy? She could fly away. I think she has. Fly away. Fly away. So anyway. So it's good times tonight to be had. Listening to a band called, they were called Double Shot. They were pretty good, man. They were pretty good, I got to say. They could play, the regular music really well. They could play other people's stuff pretty good. The only thing I didn't hear that I would have liked to hear is some Van Halen. Van Halen for sure. Van Halen. Who's the Savages? Who are the Savages? I don't know. I'll tell you what, the Russians are savages. Yeah, they are. No doubt about it. They're sick people, man. That's all I gotta say. Sick individual peoples. Their war machine. We need to stop buying oil from Russia and stop their war machine. Let's see. You closely resemble Dennis Rader. Who's Dennis Rader, man? Who is Dennis Rader, man? I got energy. I didn't have energy for the last week or two. I just haven't. I haven't felt like doing YouTube. I haven't felt up to it, man. I just haven't. I come on when I get the energy and I get the energy boost and I come in, So, yeah, I thought we'll come in. I don't need a big crowd. Don't need the big crowd. It's not necessary. So, it is what it is. Until it isn't anymore. And then we got something else to talk about, right? Well, it's good to have the old, to have Tasha and Tasha Teeling in here. Good to see Judith Oxnard in here. Who else do we got? Wanderlust Estates. I have no idea about those people. I have no idea about Camo Dave, Is Camo Dave old news these days? What is it with Camo Dave, man? What is it with Camo Dave? He's past tense, isn't he? He's buried somewhere. I don't know where he's buried. He should have been buried in Scottsdale. That would have done him justice, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I think he's dead too. And he told me, you know what he told me? You know, one thing he did say to me, and he said it over his phone. He didn't say it on YouTube, but he said that he was going to outlive me by, I don't know, 10 years or whatever. And I told him, no, you're not. No, you're not. I said, you're full of yourself. No, I am going to outlive you, if anything. And I did. I simply outlived the guy. Let's see, when are you selling all your... Not yet. I'll be out for a little bit. And I gotta empty my storage here in Phoenix. There's a couple things I gotta do yet, and then I'll work on it. I'm gonna get, first of all, I gotta get this thing sold, and then I'm gonna get a van. I'm gonna get a van, probably I'd like to get a 4-wheel drive van, so I could drive it around at the, you know, because when I get in the facility, then I'll be able to drive the van around, you know. Yeah, I'll be in there, you know, full time, but I can still go outside the club and I could do some things, you know. I do a few things. Tasha has me blocked. Can you tell her I'm praying for her, but not Judith? Judith is a bully? I didn't know that. But yeah, you know, first of all, when you get in a facility, you got to sell everything off. That's the first thing. You got to be at $2,000 or less, or right at the $2,000 mark. So we're gonna work towards that goal. So that's gonna be a bit. So let's see. So we'll work on that. See where it takes us. Yeah, boy. Oh boy. But yeah, Camo Dave is dead. I have no respect for him. None whatsoever. And he's dead. And I still don't have respect for him. If that tells you something. Oh yeah, you should Google Judith's name, all kinds of bullying reports come up. You know, people like to bully on me and other people, you know.
Because of a very simple thing.
Who's satanic?
You feel.
Who's satanic, Judith?
There's a reason.
Gotta hear who's satanic. I know it's not me. That's for sure. I'm very much a Christian. I'm a strong Christian. Somebody that was going to be on the property was saying I was not a Christian. He's full of himself. Yeah. And he threatened my life on top of that. So, yeah, for sure he's full of himself. Yeah. After he took advantage of me, yeah, what an idiot. He stores his damn rig on my property for free. Stuff in my storage shed for free. I mean, what kind of crap is that? You treat people bad like that? Come on, man. This guy led me to believe he was going to move on the property, and then he comes back and says, nope, the Lord says I can't move on your property. I said, well, this is a business deal, dude. It has nothing to do with the Lord. So, you know what you could do with that thought. So,
the 11th sweep of the Tar Heels in the regular season series, but it's March in the tournament where legends are made. Coach K has cemented that legacy there. 97 wins, the most by any coach all time. As he gets set.
Well, it's different when you have a full-time, when you're committed in a full-time facility, because I've known other people to leave the facility. You know, not just in a company van, but otherwise, you know. We'll see. We'll see how it all comes. We'll see how it pans out. I don't know how it all works yet. I'll figure it out. I'll look things up. I'll look up a few things. Well, I'm yawning. Past my bedtime tonight. Jeez, I usually sleep about I usually don't stay up any later than 11, you know. Usually I'm usually out like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever.
One of the things
So.
that he showed me was a graphic that had been made by the people at Duke that depicted Coach K and his mom, Emily, who's obviously very special to him. And I asked him.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not satanic and never wanted to be, never will be. So, yeah, that's for me. That's just me.
How did this happen?
We got Tasha Teeling. She's pretty tired in here. She's tired just like I am. I thought I'd come in here for 30 minutes, whatever, you know. Kind of shoot the cloud and then get myself out of here, you know. Call it a day, you know. Hopefully I'll get the power and the, you know, to come on, you know, during sometime, what is it, tomorrow's Saturday. I should come on hopefully at least once tomorrow. Sunday, same thing, so.
He said that there's no way to predict how you're going to feel.
But anyway, let's all go to sleep here. Let's call it a day, man. We need to call it a day here.
And there were multiple
So.
embraces, you know, between the two. So there will be moments like that. So many times, Scott, you and
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's funny when I do my broadcast. People use me to go to sleep. I put people to sleep. How about that? Ain't that a good thing? I put Beryl English to sleep. She listens to me and it puts her to sleep. I think that's pretty cool. That's a true fan right there. If I don't say so myself. Yeah. Yeah, I like the neighbor next to, you know, that we went to the club, and I like how he didn't buy me a beer. You know, I like how he did that, because I'm like, dude, I just bought you dinner like 2 nights in a row and you don't even buy me a beer. I mean, what's with that, you know? No, I got to take my Gabapet. No, I got to do that yet. So, who's that? We got a, hold on a second here. Let me do something here. We got a one of those Russian bots in here, and I don't want nothing to do with anything about Russia. Nothing. I am not happy with Russian people, man. At least the government. You're not permitted beer, dude. I could have a couple beers, just a couple. Not to drink a whole bunch, but you know. Anyway, those guys were drinking beer, and then now they upped it. They upped their ante up to, like, you know, hardcore drinks. I'm like, dude, man. I go, dude, you gotta drive. Be careful what you're drinking, man. Watch it. I watched him down to like 6 straight, probably 7 drinks. And that dude just never stopped. And then he got in the car and drove. You know, I'm like, jeez, man. I'm like, wow. I said, okay, just be careful. He was speeding a little bit. I go, you don't want to be speeding when you got a few drinks in you, because it usually don't fare well for you. He goes, oh, don't tell me how to drive. I said, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not telling you how to drive. I'm just saying, watch your speed limit, dude. You've had a few drinks in you, and you got more than 3 drinks in you, and you're driving like 55 and a 40. I'm just letting you know. In case you can't see, I can see. So I don't like to be, I just don't like it. That's all. I was about ready. I didn't even have my seatbelt on. I was looking for the seatbelt. As soon as I see him driving like that, I'm like, holy. Some people, when they get drunk, they just drive fast, you know. They turn into a race car driver. Or at least they think their 6-cylinder can just, they feel their 6-cylinder's got so much power they can win a NASCAR race, you know. But they really could. I told him, I said, hey, Andy, if you got into a NASCAR race car, you could never drive. I guarantee you wouldn't be able to handle going 200 miles an hour. Guarantee you. I'd almost put a bet on it. I'd put a bet on that. How are you going to deal with Somebody considering the rig is shots. Well, that's, I'm going to make it up north. I'm going to get out of here. That's what's going to happen, Judith. I'm going to end up in Cottonwood for maybe 2.5, 3 weeks. And then I'm going to be up in Flagstaff like I usually am. We're going to do a couple things to it. I'm just going to make sure that it doesn't skip timing. That's the main thing. And then I'll drive it up north. So that's simple. It's driving good. It's running as good as it's ever ran. So, but I just got to make sure it doesn't skip the timing. That's all. That's it. So let me get out of here, guys. We're going to close it out. I'm going to get out of here and get off, and so. But you know what I mean? I mean what I say, if I don't say so myself. Joni Portwood's come in. Nah, Joni, you bad timing. I wanted to get off of here, man. I was in here for 30 minutes, and I just need to get out of here. I need to get to sleep. That's what I need to do. Premonition? I don't know if your premonition is correct. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna double. I'm not gonna double bet, but I'm gonna. We're gonna make. I'll get with Chris and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're pretty good shape right now, but he was kind of wondering, hey, how did that timing freaking mess up? How did it do that? I think there's one premonition. I'm gonna use that word. What I think could have done it. It was a wiring job that set wire volts from the solar batteries to the front battery, and I think it had something to do with it. But who knows? So we took that, we dewired it, took that wire off, and hopefully it's going to be okay. Joe Exotic? What about him? What do you mean, what's my opinion on Joe Exotic? Don't be off of YouTube for days and days. People start worrying about you. Yeah, I mean, I worry about myself too, I really do. I tend to stress out that I'm going to die tonight, or I'll die tomorrow. Die the next day, something like that. I don't know. We're pushing 60 now, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually doing pretty good, considering. Let's see, I'm sick of waiting a week for each broadcast. Well, I'm sorry that you're sick of waiting a week. I'm sorry. I apologize, man, if I don't say so myself. YouTube's not what it was. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is not the same. It's funny, without Camo Dave, it's not been the same. It hasn't been the same. People are lost without Camo Dave. I'm just going to say that. I don't know why. The Tiger King, yeah, I know who he is. What about him? What is it about the Tiger King? He's in prison. He's going to be doing 22 years in prison or something like that. He's only he's maybe done a year of time. I don't even know if he's even done a year. So he's got 20. He could potentially get off with good behavior. He could potentially get off with good behavior by maybe. He could get off in half his time. But he'll have to do at least 10 years. Then he could be out. He'll be out on probation.
Russian troops are now bearing down on southern Ukraine as a stalled.
He's an okay guy. It wasn't really nice for him to abuse his animals like he did, but besides that, I don't have a whole lot of bad things to say about him.
Refusal to impose a no-fly zone over the country.
So.
All the people who die from today forward will also die because of you, because of your weakness, because of your disunity.
Ooh.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Trace Gallagher, live in Los Angeles. It is midnight here on the West Coast, 10 a.m. in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv.
That's what I'm saying. He'll get out on good behavior, but he won't ever he'll never own animals again. He might. I'm not even sure they'll let him own a dog or a cat. He might not be able to do that. You know, I've heard that. I've heard people that did bad things to animals, or you know, they weren't allowed to have animals anymore. You know, that was one of their stipulations of probation. Can't own a dog, can't own a cat. And rightfully so, you know. If you abuse animals, then you don't deserve to own any, you know. His husband stayed with him, I think, even though he's in... Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, he's, you know, like I said, his husband, it's... I guess he's still got some money in his pocket, I guess. I don't know how much, but who knows? Who really knows?
Breaking news this morning, the apparent establishment of humanitarian corridors in and around the southern city of Mariupol. That's over in eastern Ukraine, and also in another
where is superstition?
Now, those humanitarian corridors could be
right here, right
now. We first got word of them via Russian state media, but there are now local authorities in Mariupol confirming that citizens can take advantage of those so-called humanitarian corridors, and we wait to see.
Yeah, I want people to get out of Ukraine. Just get out. Just get away from. Just get out of there. Oh, just leave everything empty. Just get out. Get out. I don't want to see people die. I just don't. I mean, I just don't want it. Just don't want it. Please, 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 and pretty please, leave the country. Get out of there. Get everybody out of there, because there's no sense in fighting that. Russia's too tough, man. I don't like Russia, but it's tough. Did Courtney kill Kurt? Baby, who's Courtney? I'm lost here. I'm not sure who Courtney is. Did Courtney kill Kurt?
West of Kyiv, certain towns there have been the scene.
You mean in regards to the Tiger King? You mean?
The Russian forces appear to try to squeeze.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, let me take my. Hold on a second. Let me do something. Let me take my jacket off here for a second.
The Russians would hope would be the final decisive assault on the city of Kyiv. And in the meantime, Trace, as we've been talking about for several days now, the humanitarian crisis continues. 1 million plus refugees have run out of Ukraine, terrified of what is unfolding in this country.
Good, get out, get out.
Is increasing exponentially. I think we're already up to 1.2 million now. Would not be surprised to see that hit the 2 million mark as we move into next week. And when you look at those pictures,
2 million people dead. That's just no good, man. No bueno. So I'm saying I don't want to see any more die. I really don't.
People have no choice but to literally run for their lives. Trace.
Courtney killed Cobain? No, I think Kurt took his own life. That's what I think. I think he put the barrel in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Is what I think he did.
Fox News correspondent Lucas Tomlinson spoke to some of them already on the ground.
Basset Hound? Nah, I don't think so.
But not only soldiers, civilians at the same time. This volunteer medic, one of
nah, I can't. Yeah, I just don't want to own any animals. I can't take care of one. I just can't do it.
During the early morning hours when the invasion began, their unit came.
But if put it this way, if Russia decides to go any further, then if they decide to move further inland, then it's going to be a bad situation. It's going to be a nuclear war for sure. Guarantee you that. And how many times we got to say it? You don't win a nuclear war. You don't. Nobody wins. Nobody. If that man thinks he can win a nuclear war, he's full of himself. That Mr. Putin, you can't win a nuclear war, okay? You cannot win a nuclear war. Listen to me, and listen to me good. Don't pull no crap, because we don't need that kind of crap. We don't need Americans stressed out. We don't need the world stressed out. It's stressed out enough as it is. So, Mr. Putin, just call it a day. Take your war machine, take your country, and that's it. That's all you're going to get.
The Russians want to throw their troops behind enemy lines to die.
Paul thinks the Russians have lost a lot more than 500 soldiers. He says the Russian leaders don't want the world to know the true number. In Lviv, Ukraine, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.
Lots of Russian soldiers have died.
Wants Ukraine to become a member state, quote, as soon as possible. And Ukraine's president has officially signed an application for Ukraine's membership in the European Union. Zelensky is urging the EU to allow Ukraine immediate entry into the Union, but it isn't expected to be a quick process.
Okay, guys, we're going to get out of here. We're going to shut it down. I came in here for 40 minutes.
I
And
want to talk about the EU if I can, Oleksiy, but first, your thoughts on the breaking news from...
yeah, I know. We waited for the Olympics, Dan. Yeah, when it... yeah, it's pathetic.
Are now open
For
and
what?
can be used.
What's the reason, for God's sake, you know?
The news coming out of Russia.
You know, we don't need that. We don't need this, man. We just don't. You know, and you look at the Olympic people for Ukraine, you know? You know, they're fighting with AK-47s. You know, something I learned today was that the javelins and the stingers are only good for one use. I didn't know that. $150,000 for one of these killing machines that will actually take out a tank or two. But yeah, once you use it, you're done. So they're only getting like, I don't know, how many? 1,000? So, you know, 1,000 uses, and there's a lot more than 1,000 Russian troops to shoot down. So that ain't doing them much good, you know. That's why I say get the heck out. Get out of Dodge. Leave the javelins, I'd say shoot off the javelins and shoot off the stingers. Get rid of them. Use them your one-time usage and get out of Dodge. They just need to get out of there. I'm sorry to say. Just got to get out.
Saying that he wants Ukraine to become a member as soon as possible. Is that good?
Yeah.
But the problem with Ukraine is they couldn't join the.
best option, and
So what's the big deal? They need to join not the union, but.
It's clear that Ukraine and Ukrainian nation is European.
But anyway, let's all shut it down, man. I'll try to come on tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see if I get myself together where I can do this on a regular basis. It's just this war thing has really stressed me out, man. It has stressed me out. Putin needs to die. United Nations, yeah. What's the point? What's the point of joining the United Nations, man? Okay, guys, we're going to close it out. I appreciate all you guys for coming in. Appreciate Tasha Teeling coming in here and everybody else, Katie Hoke, Judith, everybody that came in. I appreciate it. Let's see who else came in here. Joni Portwood, appreciate Joni coming in here. See who else came in here. Yeah, Joni everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming in, including Joni. So, good night, everybody. You guys all take care, and God bless you, man. Prayers go out to you, all you guys, and Beryl English too. Forgot Beryl English. She's a big one here. She's a big Davey fan. I appreciate that. God bless her soul. God bless her soul. Yeah. God bless everybody's soul. So, okay, let me get out of here. And I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate you guys. Couldn't appreciate it any more than I do as it stands right now. Okay, we're out. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, goodbye, guys. Thanks a lot, guys.
Sorry, it's nothing. That will not work because they will use another